I mean, BZM just call, right? I'm going for this rush. We have to commit for this rush, and it comes out beautifully. Malrine rolling in, and that speed, that Thunderbolt turning against him, he died super fast to the Rupture. Fully back in it here.
Absolutely, yeah.
Chrysalis is still struggling, but that's going to give him opportunity at least. I think he does have the farming item finished up now at least. He's got his Maelstrom, so. Yeah, 1,300 damage coming in.
Yeah, Tundra, with that, definitely ready to give us the game here in game 2 after having a rough game 1. It's best of 3. They're online and ready to play here, keeping the net worth even after that Roche secure.
And now we're in for a very exciting mid-game. So we do have that evened up in BZM. Haste in the bottle, he's going the bots. He can look to get a bit more active too, since he does have this Aegis to cover himself if he does want to go for more aggressive plays. How's Saksa doing too? He almost has the blink now too. Just after those 2 moves, he had, after that play bottom, when he initially started, he literally just had Boot Soul Ring. So after that sequence, he's got pretty much a full blink dagger, which will give them ways to start fights easier.
I mean, that's just the thing, right? When it comes to team fight, just sort of the nature of having like this Darkseer set up for the Tiny, for the Bloodbright, the Bloodseeker, Pugna laying down. Well, the team fight is very strong from Tundra. Falcons, it's kind of the Pango roll, right? That is the team fight. If that doesn't go off, or as we saw in the last situation, if it does go off and he gets caught by the Rupture, the team fight can fall apart pretty quickly for Falcons in a 5v5.
No, absolutely. I mean, Crit also still does have the potential, right? The box is really strong this game, and even a wheel, but it's just hard to land, realistically, in a big team fight scenario. You're not going to get a multi-hero one. He does have Yules now, though, so he's got his setup at least for his own, too, so let's see if they want to try to fight Tundra, but doesn't look like it with this Aegis right now.
Yeah, BZM continuing to lead the way, as they need him to do so here on Tundra. Up to top, takes out the tier 2.
Falcons looking to set up now. Do they catch on the side here, though? There's a ward, so Toby did scout them. They did see a Mar.
They're going to go for the jump onto BZM. But BZM's speedy. Malrine will be able to chase him down. BZM's got that Aegis as well. He's considering the Raw. The Essence Ring pop. They turn to get a vacuum wall here onto the 3 of them. Falcons, they've got to pull back a little bit.
Yeah, this is awkward for Falcons.
It's not an easy team fight to take, as I say, that 5v5. Tundra right now, they feel strong in it. And Falcons, they realize themselves not so much.
Great ward from Toby, perfect positioning, and yeah, the Haste Rune coming into play. They've got Greaves now too, so the sustain is in there for the fight too, if Falcons doesn't catch the initial targets. Will they have the damage? It might take them some time for these next fights, since the sustain is there from Tundra and they have this Aegis.
And good calm reserve plays from BZM there. We saw absolutely no panic at all, holds back on the Raw, knows that it's not necessary to survive, and Tundra, they don't have to take these team fights. They'd much rather sort of Falcons play into their hands, have to sort of play around Tundra's map presence, because Tundra, they're starting to take over quite a bit. They get the Tormentor top.
And the ward.
And they're online now. 3k advantage here for Tundra after that turnaround. And now,
Skitter.
Saxa, look at the opening. Toss back as well into the Raw. Is there any save for Skitter? The box comes into play, but it won't get him out. BZM getting the kill there off the back of Saxa's setup. Seeing them go for the TB out, but the vacuum is there onto the 2 of them. 33 in perfect position. The Bloodbright to follow up. Falcons, they're in big trouble now, folks.
That was massive. A ward coming into play beautifully there both times. I guess it was Toby who placed those earlier. Sees Skater come in, they get the angle, they get the connection, up to a 5k lead just off of these moves.
And a lot of it on BZM that he's taken over. 2-0-4, 13k lead here.
Wow.
Clear 2 and a bit 1,000 ahead of anyone else on the map right now.
Very well done. And Chrysalis now, he's back completely, right? He's been quiet, but he got the effective ruptures that he needed to. The bottom one and that Roche one, he's got Mjolnir done. So it is going to be Mjolnir, BKB route. And he's killing his Dagon. This is his build. He loves this build that he does, so.
I mean, it's going to be so hard to play into. Once he has BKB Mjolnir online alone, like, how do you kill the Bloodseeker? It's not going to be easy, right? You have to find that initial Rolling Thunder connection or Doom onto him. Otherwise, he's just going to be able to go rampant across the team fight.
It's definitely starting to look difficult for who wants to go in first for Falcons, right? It's if Malrine goes in, he gets ruptured. If Skeeter goes in, he's going to get ruptured either. So, you know, even they do only have that one, it is definitely being effective in these last 5-6 minutes or so.
Yeah, Malrine at the moment, bottom of the cores. I mean, I do feel there's something about it. I feel like so many games, if you come out with a little bit of cheeky all chat, you can kind of end up with egg on your face, folks.
Yep, definitely true.
BZM biting back this game after that initial jab from Malrine.
Right, so Falcons, it looks like they have a Lincoln's done for Mar. Saksa in a perfect position to break that smoke. That's what, I think like 5 moves or 6 moves that Tundra has just been a step ahead of Falcons now after that early game. The Obs Ward will be taken out, but it's done its damage. Scouted multiple different moves. Crit.
He's going to try for the setup on a Saxa. Taking quite a bit here to go for this support.
He is tanky.
And he's going to live. They couldn't finish him off. Saxa's away.
That is problematic. 2,000 HP Tiny. He's grieved up. He's ready to go back in.
Oh, he absolutely is. Blinks up. Falcons know it. They've got to back away. Again, Chrysalis is just getting that space to get this BKB online on top of the Mjolnir. BKB already done for BZM. Tundra, they're ready to keep the action going. Smoke up from Saxa and 33.
At 33, it feels like if 33 is ever in the team fight, it's good luck to Falcons. You have to, you probably just have to run away. Darkseer, the king of team fight, is completely online with his team.
Obviously, the vacuums have been on point so far. Toby will find the chance to catch Crip. As we get the setup onto Amar, Amar will turn, drop the Doom down. TP backup coming in. They'll be able to get Chrysalis away out of the fight for now. Marion's going to try and chase them down. See who's able to get the angle on. He's going to look over towards Saxa. Saxa's able to jump over him. The blink, Saxa's fine. And now maybe Falcons have to be scared again. They didn't get the chance to punish anyone there, even with the use of Doom.
He's fine.
Chrysalis lives.
Great disengaged Darkseer wall vacuum pulls them away so they can't stay on top of him. And now Tundra, they're ready to go again.
They really are.
They're going to heal up.
And you, as I say, you just feel it from Falcons, right? As soon as one of their ults is kind of used, or in this case a couple of them, right, the Rolling Thunder and the Doom, they don't get something immediately, they know that they've got no place in that team fight. They have to run.
Yeah, we're seeing definitely some awkwardness now for Falcons. Tundra just knowing exactly how to play versus them, and BZM just absolutely massive at this point. BKB's finished, level 18. And Falcons, they just expended their 2 big ults. They can't really defend this tower by any means here.
Saxa, he's actually going to be able to find the grab there. Knew that they were going to be trying to retreat here up towards the base. They'll still get away, Mark.
Nice try. He tried to vacuum on the low ground, it looked like there. 33. Decent attempt, but they got what they came for. The tower is taken out, and an immediate TP, so Saxa looking for a play.
Now Saxa, he doesn't slow down this game.
Another toss.
He's everywhere. Looking to set up all the players. Crit will be able to jump away for now, back to the safety of Skeeter and Snaking, but again, it's just Falcons having to consistently run away from Tundra. And BZM, he's ready to just walk in and try and start things. They're going to look to go for him in return. They get the Rolling Thunder set off. BZM will get the BKB off. He's going to try and run this one off, but the bugs are upon him. We get Glimmer. Toby's in with a heal. It looks like he's going to be fine for now. BZM gets away with the range of the BKB, and it's ball time for Chrysalis to get round to the back of the fight and finish off Skeeter. The vacuums and onto Crit. And Amar, Crit to fall. Snaking, he's in trouble as Saxa tosses Chrysalis forward, able to finish off a third kill. Avalanche there from Saxa, in with the blink. They'll take down the 4 of them. Falcons, they just can't fight them, Fogged. They're getting destroyed.
When was the last time they got a kill, Owen? I don't even remember the last one. I think it's been, what, I don't know, 10 minutes? It feels like it. I think all the plays that Tundra had happen after that whole bottom sequence has just been absolutely beautiful for them. Every single play has hit. And Falcons, I mean, this was them forcing it because they thought they had an opportunity there, but they didn't get the full chain stun with the wheel because he got bonked out of it. So he actually was able to get BKB run, get toward Toby, and ends up surviving because of it as they lose 4 heroes again on Falcons. Great execution from Tundra. After losing quite a significant bit in the early laning phase, things just blew up. Right after that 15-minute mark, pretty much. Now Roche.
Another Roche.
Up.
I mean, it's been hit by a scam, but Falcons, they have the Doom. They have Rolling Thunder now back online. Do you try?
I think they might feel like they have to. I think if they give this one away, they might feel like it's going to be too difficult to come back.
Let's have a look.
Let's see if they get the angle.
Pipe is online.
It's done.
An extra bit of protection against the team fight of Tundra, but still, even with that taken into account, Tundra have a pretty overwhelming bit of damage. They're going to try for the setup. Rolling Thunder coming in from Maori, but it's not in time. BZM's able to finish the Roche, get the Aegis. Falcons, they couldn't make their steal happen. The Raw's in onto Maureen. We'll continue with the remainder of the Rolling Thunder over towards Toby and Chrysalis, but the Avalanche from Saxon comes out. The heals as well onto Toby. Toby survives. Maureen now trying to back away the life drain, getting Toby finished back at a full HP. Amar's in with the Doom. It's onto Chrysalis, so they should be able to finish up the Bloodseeker, but can Falcons get anything else? Maureen jumps forward. Decrep fires to Toby. He's going to go for the Decrep TP. Anything to stop it? No. Toby gets out as well with the Glimmer play. He's gone pretty deep though, Maureen, over towards the tier 2 tower, and Saxa and BZM, they turn and punish him. Maureen falls. They get Chrysalis. It's still not nearly as much as Falcons need to slow Tundra down though this game. The rest of Tundra getting out alive. They got the Roche. They've got the Aegis to play for the next 4 minutes here on BZM. Tundra, they don't mind losing the carry there.
No, not by any means. Maureen tried to push forward. He actually got a 4-man shield crash, so you saw he was mitigating a decent amount of damage, but they just don't have enough to kill the rest of these heroes. The Doom can take out one target, but there's just too tanky on the rest. Sustain from the Pugna, the Darkseer. Falcons with this deficit can't go through it right now.
And BZM ready to continue to capitalize on how fast as a team that they're playing. He's got the upgraded bots.
That's cool.
Which you can totally understand, right, when you see how much Saxa is sort of setting up, right? He wants to be there any time that Saxa gets an opening, because so far, Saxa's been finding a lot of them.
This is really cool. He is so rich at this point in the game that I don't see why not. Like, he doesn't have the slots to be able to go for something else just yet, and he wants to be able to join every single fight, so why not go for this? He's level 20 as well, too, so super strong when he shows up. Yeah, this is cool. Mar.
And there it is. Saxa gets the setup, BZM in with the follow-up, thanks to the bots too.
You never expect that either. That's something that just, it hits you and you're like, oh my goodness, he actually went for bots too. And now you have to watch out for that the entire game. You have to have someone sitting behind Skeeter probably.
Yeah, he's desperately trying to get the Lincolns online, but it's still quite a bit of gold away for Skeeter.
Love the way that we're seeing Tundra move around the map. Just pretty relentless too. Like, look at this. Immediately they force a reaction top and looking for that next play. Saxa looking for an invasion. All 3 lanes being pushed in as well with that Dominator.
Come up. They just see him under this ward. Saxa's going to get the chance to get the jump on him. And comes a bit of safety for Amar. BZM easily TPing in and ready to chase him down. Amar, nowhere to run. Another one here for BZM.
They've lost fully control of the map. They can't really step outside now at this point because of this bots too. I think this is actually such a cool approach here from BZM to just pretty much make it that they can't walk outside now. And these 2 Dominators just, really taking control of everything, keeping lanes in great positions always for Tundra.
He's just got to be a bit careful. Saxa, he's going to get the setup. They have the Roar. Is there any further save for him? They're coming in with Rolling Thunder, but they cannot get them off Skeeter. Skeeter's out for a minute. No buyback.
I think that's one of the first times I've seen that. He tossed him while he got boxed, and it broke him out of the box midair, and then he got rolled. So Tundra, they get the dream catch, and perhaps just a Rax here off of this.
And they're definitely going to feel like they can stick around. They're so strong right now, Tundra. Especially with no Reaver alive on Falcons. Falcons, they don't even have the chance of dreaming of enough damage to kill any of these cores right now. Maybe even the supports. We saw in that last fight, they couldn't even kill Toby on the Pugna.
No. And in the last 16 minutes, they've gotten 1 kill. And it was just the Bloodseeker once in that fight. Everything else has just been Tundra. It's towers falling, Roshan falling, every single one of the fight wins. As a Rax falling this early on. Snaking also getting caught while doing that split push.
Yeah, and the big brain builds continuing from BZM. He's got a full Orchid online now after the bots too, so a way to deal, pop through that Lincolns and ensure that he can still find the Roar.
Hey, also, he can just, now he doesn't even have to use the Roar perhaps on Maureen in some situations too. He just silences the Pango. Yeah, this is really good game that we've seen here from Tundra. And very appropriate. We get to see this very likely game 3 now after the way that Tundra's been able to completely control things.
After sort of what 2 teams have come in with pretty effective stomps. This one took a little bit more time to get going at the beginning, but once it started going for Tundra after that Roshan push and just overall game control, perfect from BZM. It seemed like Falcons are completely helpless.
Absolutely. And look at 33. This is a cool pivot of a build.
Yep.
AC. Look at their armor. He has 44 armor on this Darkseer.
How do you fight into this?
They're very magic resistant because they've got this Pugna glimmering them and protecting them. They're tanky because of their high armor now too. Falcons, will they get another kill before this game ends?
Now BZM will respect the respawns and the fact that his Aegis will now expire. Tundra, maybe looking for a bit of a fake back, sticking around with the smoke.
Falcons has to, I mean, they have to blow up 1 target immediately with that Doom, and just also have to control the Pugna during it. Because you can stop a lot of things here. Sure, you can't heal, but you can prevent a lot of the damage.
Poor old Snaking. Oh, don't get the initial toss back, but it doesn't matter.
Splat.
They'll still get it. And even better after the Rupture comes in, so... Didn't stand a chance there on the Ench.
It looked nice. Splattered.
Amar. I mean, they're thinking about fighting this. They do have the buyback on Snaking. It comes in. They get it with the opening Rolling Thunder over towards Saxa, but the sacrifice there from Toby. They've got the lockdown on towards 33. He'll get caught to the side. He'll get the vacuum wall off, but does still end up dying. Falcons, they get one, they need more. Roar comes out from BZM over towards Crypt. That's going to be the Ringmaster down. Further buyback comes out from him, so Falcons using both support buybacks to try and turn this fight. Saxa will be able to toss back Maureen.
That's a
Falcons, they've got to keep chasing. Amar, and with the Infernal Blade onto Saxa. Glimmers out, another Decrepify from Toby, giving a chance here for Saxa to maybe play his way out of this one. Gets the Avalanche up, but the Yule setup will be there. Saxa gets left behind. Still going to take a bit of focus for them to finally finish him. They do get him. Falcons, they've got to continue to try and snowball this for more. Amar, chasing up over towards the tier 2s. Got eyes over towards Toby and Crystalis.
It's a very expensive one, and it's 2 buybacks from Falcons.
Can they get anything else done with this? They've killed off 33 in Saxa.
Unlikely. 33's respawning pretty soon, too, so they can look to rejoin the fight. Roar's back up in 10 seconds. The line is drawn. Looking to maybe try to catch BZM when he split, but he seems aware.
BZM would be a massive kill.
It was a good chase out, but it's a very heavy committal of using both of these buybacks on the supports to not get one of these other big kills. BZM.
I mean, he's feeling strong. He's got the BKB ready to press. Skeeter.
Oh, he blinked into the bug.
He's going to have eyes on him. See if they can punish him. BZM keeping damage on towards Amar, so Amar unable to get any sort of blink Doom off there. Nice little micro there from BZM, keeping the creep on the Doom.
Maureen, they see Toby.
But Decrepify off. Maureen's having to get over towards Chris, but Chris is having to get the BKB off. He has been doomed, but the uproot shot was down onto Maureen. Maureen, he's gone. Roar from BZM over towards Amar. Amar, he falls as BZM takes down another, now ready to maybe even turn towards Skinner. Skinner's trying to chase to finish off the Bloodseeker, but he cannot do so. Avalanche is into the toss. More than enough burst to deal with the Carry Weaver, and now ready to go for more again, Tundra. Attempted TP, put to a stop there by the Bird, comes crashing down onto Snake King. Is 4 of them dead. Crit's going to try for a TP, but he can't get out. Avalanche in play from Saxa. Tundra, they get the team wipe.
Well, they got themselves a couple of these support kills. They did get Toby, but that's only because Toby was so far out of position there. They lose everything. And BZM, he's in the base. He's looking to end it.
They couldn't kill him. Not once this game. 8-0-13 BZM. Pretty much, I mean, it is straight up a flawless game from him on the Beastmaster.
After he got all chatted.
Yeah.
in the beginning.
As I said, sometimes it could be a curse. It can come back to bite you when you look for a bit of all-chat banter. Obviously, it was a bit of fun, but it was in good taste, but
sure,
maybe doesn't taste too great right now for Maureen. I don't think he'll be doing that again next game.
No.
As everything did kind of go downhill pretty quickly after that one.
Pretty quickly.
Tundra ready to
back.
Pad up the stats here with a few more extra kills, and there it is. GG is called. Tundra hit back very, very hard here in this game. So we're going to a game 3, folks.
Honestly, BZM show, but some of these little things, the recognition of them like ganking bottom when they saw that Amar was doing these type of cheeky plays going for Crystalis, things snowballed very quickly once Tundra started getting back into this game. Yeah,
that's good news for all the general Dota enjoyers out there, and us included. We're getting a game 3. Can't wait to see what we get coming out from these two teams. Both teams showing us their strength so far. Tundra able to push to this game 3 with this game 2 victory. 1-1 right now between Tundra and Falcons.
Thank you very much, Odie Pixel and Fogged. And I know it's nothing but love between all the Creep Wave guys, where we have Maureen, BZM, and of course Crystalis in this particular series, but it does make me feel a little good that BZM was able to win against Maureen after being called out for microing his boards. I think that will be remembered for a little while to come. But it is Tundra that fairly easily take this game, Misery. We talked about that the draft looked good for them, but we didn't really know what their playstyle would be considering that game #1, but they delivered.
Yeah, I would say early game looked like Falcons were the better team. They had really good rotations. They had just good moves overall. They got off to a good start on pretty much every hero they had. But once Tundra started going together and going as 5, it kind of turned in a...
Giggle ni BZM tsaka ni Saxa. Palong-palo sila dito sa may game 2.
Trash talk eh. Pagka trash talk, ayun. Dami na sungay.
Ayun, oo nga.
Lumabas eh.
Chumachat pa, you can control your
You
summon.
can control your summon eh. Ayan.
You can
After
control your drive.
After nun, pagka 1 minute namatay siya, di ba? Sa mid. Inaasim lang ni Idol eh. Tinamisan eh.
Kinulang
lang.
Itong Falcons and yung Weaver instead of having a great lead.
The side lanes were just making mistakes, I feel like. That's what happened in the early game. Of course, it's not easy to play versus Falcons when they're playing an Ench. It's a very lane-dominant hero. But then again, Amar got a couple of easy kills again almost on his own by doing the Bloodseeker. Then the tossbacks weren't really there, but the moment they were there, the moment you got the Aghanims on the Beastmaster and all those stacks got consumed, the game completely flipped.
Yeah, I feel like also drafting-wise, it's just really cool to see this hero work out, the Bloodseeker. I think we both times have now seen that the 18 pick from both teams have been really strong. Last game was Abaddon against Axe. Now it's the Bloodseeker against both Weaver and Pangolier. And it's just nice to see that these teams are really not scared of picking, or in this case, especially Crystallis is not afraid of playing like unconventional hero. But I think this is probably in his top 3 heroes. He always used to be really known for his Bloodseeker and his Razor. And I'm really happy for him, my ex-entity teammate, my boy manning up. But also, I think that the Darkseer pick, like both the strats, the 18 into 23 pick, he was Bloodseeker Darkseer, always looked really, really solid. And I think this series is really boiling down to these little marks that we can get in the draft.
Yeah, it seems like first pick is the better choice right now between these two teams. At least it seems like the draft order matters more than what we've seen from other years, perhaps. But yeah, I completely agree. I don't think other teams would have even thought of Bloodseeker there, even though, because it's such an uncommon hero.
Yeah.
Right? It's an amazing Bloodseeker game, actually. And I'm also play out how good Rupture is in this game. But the fact that you have Crystallis on your team makes you able to think about this hero in the first place.
Yeah, you gotta have those pocket picks ready, and I would imagine a guy like Crystallis, he will be always on the lookout for a game like, when can I play Bloodseeker? This is the game when I can play Bloodseeker. He'll go for it, he'll get it, and he'll crush with it. I will say though, the one that crushed maybe a little bit more was BZM on his Beastmaster. He did not die a single time in this game. Might have fed a couple of wolves, but that was just luring Malrine into a false sense of security.
He fed them a little bit. He made them fat enough so that later on, once he's getting those kills, he's getting the comeback gold as well. 8-0-14. The itemization as well was pretty damn good. We were kind of questioning the Helm of Dominator from the mid lane, but it definitely did work out for them. I mean, they had 2 Helm of Doms. They had one on mid lane and one on the off lane, and they applied sufficient pressure, I have to say, from the Beastmaster and from the Darkseer.
I think he also just showed how strong Beastmaster still is, even though he keeps getting nerfed, that this hero, he just find ways to make this hero, equally strong. And yeah, it's a problem for sure. I think this is also a hero that, you might see banned out in the 3rd game.
Absolutely. I think this hero is just going to stay up in the rankings. Like last time we saw it banned already in the 1st game. I think in the 3rd game, it's like no matter what team has first pick is going to get banned out. It's my read on this. And I think both teams are basically praying right now with the coin toss so they can just keep sticking in their game, to be honest. Yeah, I also want to commend BZM on the Beastmaster, because honestly both the side lanes were struggling in the early game due to what Falcons did, and he kept his composure. Some mid laners might try to overcompensate, go to side lanes, try to fix it. He just kept his cool, farmed his ancient stacks, played his game, and in the end that's why he has the perfect score, right? Yeah. So yeah, definitely deserved MVP.
Yeah, it also means that all games that Tundra has won today, total now 3. It was BZM in the mid lane building Helm of the Dominator on whichever hero he got, which only were 2 different heroes, but still, it's a interesting stance to keep our eyes on. Something we should also keep our eyes on is fights that can potentially turn games. And oftentimes, Misery, it is Roshan fights.
Okay, yeah, let's have a look at the fight again that kind of made this game into a Tundra situation. You have the timing of Tundra now. They're putting the ward down.
It goes without saying.
And
this one is in the bag for battle.
No damage. They just cannot break the formation of Tundra here, and they have to take this fight. Giving away Roshan at this point is really bad in the Beastmaster. So this kind of showed how the rest of the game was going to play out, and I felt like the game after this moment, I don't know, from my point of view, it looked like it was over, because if you cannot take that fight, it's very difficult to come back.
This Pangolier really tried to solve it, right? Like, he was playing against Partner and Bloodseeker, and honestly, I'm asking myself, what would I do in that situation? If you roll on somebody, you get some fight. If you roll against a Bloodseeker, you get Rupture. It's really a mess for him. Yeah. Even took the Thunderbolts, which might be questionable, because you die after Rupture, but on the other hand, many mid laners take that fast, because otherwise you don't ended up with tag on speed.
First blood.
fighting.
It was ours all along.
They had everything set for them to snowball the game, but the team fighting in the end and like the way the heroes interact with each other just strictly favored Tundra.
Yeah, it just was really ease of execution as well, right? Like on one side, we were talking about Candelier, but also when you look at the other heroes, no one likes playing into the Bloodseeker. That's why this pocket pick is so good. Like even your carry, like
The battle begins for good and all.
Don't like being dropped.
Let's listen to that.
We're still in position one to suffer that. Right?
So if we look back on this game too in a vacuum, can we just say
Getting itchy.
outdrafted? Or is it not that